support, and that is where we each other help each other. That's a
See,
great
this is one of our
way.
area of work. We do the teams training for
Yeah.
corporate as well as education sector.
Sure. Okay, so this is how the collaboration works. Okay, now we will, since we have spoken about hospital systems, let us go to Harish. Is there? Harish,
Yeah,
you are there?
Rajiv.
Yeah.
Harish can't see you.
Can't see me?
No.
Your camera is not on.
My camera is on. I can see myself. I can see everyone. I'll just switch off and switch on again.
Okay,
I am.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
We
we can see Harish. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
go on, Harish.
All right. Okay, Rajiv, thanks a lot for creating this platform. Really wonderful effort. Thanking you again for this. And in short, from my side, I would just want to give you on my profile. My name is Haresh Awatramani. I represent Beehive Software Services Private Limited. We basically have our own flagship product. One is HRMS system, and another is an employee productivity suite. So when I talk about HRMS system, we cover the entire life cycle of an employee from recruitment to resignation. That covers the day-to-day of leave attendance, payroll. Payroll currently is Mumbai, India, and Dubai we've done. Other regions, our payroll is flexible, which can take care of other regions other than the compliance if we are given feedback on the compliance part. That's one. So other modules like performance management, grievance management, training management, that all is covered in the HRMS cycle. We talk about productivity where we have task management and timesheet management. Task management, basically we've come out during the COVID time when people actually want to monitor what are the tasks happening in the organization, as every company does not have an hourly billing kind of a system. So that's it. These two are the products that we have. Our offering for both the products are in cloud, where we are offering it to small to SME and big size customers, and also enterprise on premise. So we've also given to bigger companies to the size of 20,000 employee count also as a user. So offering is in both the modules. Also a mobile app along with that comes along for usage on that. So this is what our offering is. Our own flagship products is what we offer. Thanks, Rajiv. That's it from
Wow,
my end.
Harish, that's great. So now we have now the solution of complete HR solution. Sanjay Ruparal, you are there?
Yeah, I'm there.
So this is a niche solution again. So Sanjay, you can take it ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Raju, for this opportunity, and thank you everyone for joining today. So, as Raju said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Sanjay Ruparal, and I run a company called Ruparal Computers Private Limited. We are into both the industries, so we are into hardware also and software development also. And I would like to emphasize on one of my products, which I am like now planning to expand in the external markets, like leaving India. So outside India, I want to market this. It's called Board Meeting Management Solution. The name is Meetings 360, and this takes care of the complete meeting management cycle of a company. So right from scheduling a board meeting or any other meeting to preparing agenda, maintaining their attendance, or like putting the minutes into it, taking care of the compliance of whatever your registrars are required for that meeting. So all that are taken care via this system. So this is what I want to like. I'm planning that I should be able to market in some other countries except India. Thank you. I'm done.
That's great, Sanjay. So we now know about all about how to organize a meeting. No, any company who has a CS and everything, that's a very useful tool that Sanjay has. Again, since Nitya, you can start.
Thank you, Rajiv. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen. There's no ladies here. My name is Nit Shetty, and I run an organization called as SN Vision Software. We are 26 years old organization, and right from day one, we've been uh, specializing only in cybersecurity. So it's been a 26 years journey for us in purely cybersecurity. We have two divisions in our organization. One is a product division and one is a professional services division. In the product divisions, we are professional partners for most of the security product lines. What the top line products, what we can hear of, maybe McAfee, Symantec, ForcePoint, most of them, CrowdStrike, FireEye. We have got expertise on more than 40 technologies. So in the product division, we service only India. So we sell the product as well as we implement and support it. But in the professional services division, we support other partners, and we've done projects in more than 20 countries. We are the professional services partners for McAfee and Symantec directly. So we've gone as Symantec professionals and as McAfee professionals, as Forcepoint professionals, and delivered all these projects purely into Middle East and EMEA market complete. A lot of projects we've done in Africa, in Saudi Arabia, in Australia. Most of the SOCs we've designed there. A lot of banks we've worked with. So this is the work what we do is as a professional services team. So what is our USP? I mean, any product implementation, any expertise you require, whether it's in design, implementation, planning, or the support part, we are well equipped for that. We are a 100-member team, and our USP is we are professional services partners for most of these OEMs, and we are also professional trainers for McAfee and Forcepoint, and we've trained people all over the world. Thank you so much, Rajiv. Thank you, everyone, for your
Wow,
time.
Nitya. Wow, great profile. Now, since now let us go a little bit international. Samuel, would you like to start?
Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks Rajiv for bringing up this group. It's exciting as I'm looking at it now. My name is Samuel Makinde. I work for Lychee Integrated Solutions Limited. At Lychee, we are Sage Microsoft partner on the ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, on accounting software, as well as the HR and payroll software. It's just a young company, just going to 4 years, but I have experience working with Sage internationally. I actually work here with them in Nigeria, and I've also traveled wide as a result of Sage stuff. Prior to that, I've worked with Xerox on photocopy machines and all that. So basically, at the moment, we service big clients on ERP. We've worked with international organizations. We've also worked with local organizations and even government institutions here in Nigeria. I'm a certified consultant in one of the solutions, Payroll precisely, and I have a team of about 26. 11 of them are consultants, basically on the ERP, on the accounting software, as well as the HR software. We've had to deal with some challenges though, but through the grace of God, we've metamorphosed to a bigger company and a more steady company. Personally, and as a company, we'll be looking to actually collaborate in various areas, not only here in Nigeria, to also expand to other places in Africa, because we don't have that muscle now, but we love to collaborate or partner with any institution that will take us to bring our presence there in other African countries. So thanks very much for the opportunity, guys.
Thank you, Samuel. Thank you very much for your introduction. Alex, since Alex has joined us first, so I think we should be fair in giving Alex the opportunity. Alex.
Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Okay, so my name is Alex. So my computer lead basically is called a tech man, technology man. So office based on the Penang, Malaysia. So what the selling point for my company is we are trained provide for the Bitdefender antivirus. So also the Microsoft Office 365. Okay, so basically for my company is provide the on-hand service. Means that customer have issue, we need to on site to do the service. So maybe see, is it any opportunity to can cooperate from each other? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Alex. That was great. As I told you, if it may also happen that you require some support and services from India, we are there to support you if there is an opportunity. It can be in case of billing, it can be partnership, it can be anything, as a collaboration. Shijas, you are there?
Yes, I'm very much here.
Yeah, hi Shijas. We would like to see you if you don't mind. Oh, okay. My bodybuilder.
Good.
Yeah, Shijas.
A warm good morning. I know there are people from various part of the world, so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Shijaz Mohideen. I have been in GCC for almost all my life. So though I have born and brought up in India, the rest of the life I spent in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. I represent Hilal Computers, one of the largest ICT provider in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and UAE and Oman. These are the 4 countries we are strong at the moment. We also provide services globally. Talking about the individual services, we are very strong in areas of cloud, migrations from from on-premises to the cloud platform, and in areas of cybersecurity. We do have a NOC and SOC services, which we offer. We started offering recently from Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, where they one of the requirement of the compliance is to have the local SOCs in the country. Otherwise, I work with whenever there are opportunities, I go back to Rajiv if we can provide a cost-effective solutions. We haven't succeeded yet, but hope to see, in coming opportunities how we can do the collaboration. I've been in this industry for almost 28 years. I may look young, but yes, have enough experience in the market. This is what me and an advisor for multiple universities when it comes to cybersecurity. I provide advisory services to Prince Mohammed University in Saudi Arabia, Bahrain University in Bahrain, Dammam University. So those are the a couple of additional, community support I do. And otherwise, all the best. Just want to thank you, Rajiv, for your wonderful initiative. I believe in, when it comes to LEC, it's all about connecting with the people, and without that, it doesn't work. So all the best. It's a great team. I'm excited to be part of this team. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sijaz. It was nice. And we also learned a lot from you also. And also we came to know that you are part of universities over there, apart from your commercial exploration business and everything. So that's great. Now we will take it. Sharad is there. Sharad, you are there?
Mr. Popes, you are here, can't hear you.
As Sharad,
Unmute.
I think
I think he's
Sharad
on mute.
on
Yes.
mute. Okay. Sharad. Okay,
Sharad.
I think Sharad has some issue with the audio, no problem. So we will go to Atul.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Atul Ghadigaonkar. I'm the founder and CEO of Kudos India. So we specialize since the 18 plus years that you have been around. We have specialized in mobile apps, web applications. We specialize also in data integration, and we have worked on multiple platforms: Azure Databricks, Fivetran, MuleSoft. We have also built custom applications to integrate data across multiple enterprise applications. So be it ERP, HR, we have integrated data across these applications. We also, once the data is integrated, it comes to building dashboards. So there also we have worked on multiple platforms, multiple dashboarding platforms, Power BI, Tableau, Click, custom charting components we have developed using .NET. On the Microsoft 365 front, we are very strong in SharePoint. So we have done migration, development, maintenance, and we are actively doing it for large companies here in India. Microsoft Flow, Power Apps. So these are things where we are very strong, and we always pitch ourselves as a technically strong company. So we have maintained long-term, our USPs are maintaining long-term client relationships, consistent performance across the development lifecycle. So that's what we offer. And we have been collaborating with other IT companies throughout our existence. So we understand what collaboration means, what maintaining the disclosure agreements between the collaboration partners. So we have been doing that for a long time now. So I would look forward to collaborating with other IT partners across the globe. Thanks.
That's great, Atul. Just to give a brief about Atul, he also manages a lot of apps and mobiles and everything, and he has customers internationally in US and other locations. So he's managing their data also as far as the app is concerned. Thank you,
Thanks.
Atul.
Thanks, Arjun.
We will go to Nikit. You are there? Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
back.
Who's it?
Sharad.
Sharad, you are there?
Yes, yes. I had a
Okay,
bit of a
Sharad.
problem with
Yeah,
the
yeah. You can
mute
go.
button. Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, Rajiv, for doing this wonderful gathering. Hi, everyone. My name is Sharad Popli. I represent a company called Digital Glue. We are based out of Mumbai, India, and we were founded in 2006. Our focus is on email backup and archiving for all systems. So we currently service partners and end users predominantly in India, but we have a few installations in Southeast Asia, Australia, Europe, and the USA. The name of the product and the solution is Mail Vault, and it aims to address situations, all business currently happens over email. So email contains valuable information. And the use cases that we aim to do are to centrally back up an organization's email in a secure fashion, to be able to handle situations where an employee deletes his email, let's say before leaving, to be able to have a secure backup without worrying about whether the board of directors email is accessible by the administrator, to be able to have a situation where you want to back up, let's say, email for 10 years, but you don't want to have duplicates and excess of space lying around. So these are the scenarios that we handle. MailVault is extremely flexible, runs on Windows and Linux. It's available on-premise and in the cloud. And we also have a service provider edition, which allows technology and cloud partners to offer email archiving as a service. Our smallest customers are 10 users, and our largest customers are in 15,000 users. So it's simple, easy, price effective, and works for companies of all sizes across all verticals. What we are looking for is obviously collaboration and partnership with people across the world. We believe that adding MailVault to your portfolio allows you to get additional business from existing clients and perhaps make inroads into other companies simply because everybody does use email. That's about it from me. I look forward to seeing how we can work together. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Sharad. Thank you, Sharad. It was crisp, good solution into email because everybody requires email. Everybody is connected by email. So email is a huge tool which has to be catered and protected. Now we will go back to a little bit on the international side. Ryan, can you take the platform?
Yes, of course. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Not necessarily in that sequence, but that's just the way it came to mind. Rajiv, thank you very much for putting this whole group together. From what I've seen so far is I'm in awe of it. It's really, really impressive. To bring a little bit about Abacon IT, we are a young company with a group of people that have got more years experience in IT than we care to talk about. But if we go and add it up, you can probably come to around a figure of about 90 years. So we've been around for a long time, but the whole idea of where we are and what we do is very new. It started just before COVID hit us, and we've been very lucky to be able to survive through it. A little bit about Abacon is we focus primarily on customer support and customer services, and two of the major products that we market is in the service desk arena. as well as in the backup arena. Now, backups is not just a case of doing a backup. Backup is a case of securing data integrity so that you have zero issues of in corruption, so that your ransomware can't get into it and things like that. So it's not just the old school style of have you got a backup? It is a case of, are you sure that that backup is in the integrity of that backup is maintained? So there's a lot involved in that. So the two pillars that we work on, as mentioned, is primarily in the help desk arena, which is very extensive. We've got companies running our software all throughout Africa. We've got a couple out in the Middle East up there. We've got some in Australia. So it's got a footprint all over the world. Excuse the pun, but one of the products we use is called Footprints. They are run in the BMC arena of products. One of them you may know is Remedy and Remedy Force, which we use very, very extensively. You find that a lot in our banking sectors, where that product is the go-to product for the service desk arena. A little bit about where we are, core values and things like that. We cherish the human interface, the ability to be able to work directly with people. And I think that is where our strength has come through, is the ability to work with people, understand people, and help them identify the issues they have. In a nutshell, that is our core strength. And that is the way we're going forward. That's a little bit about Abercorn IT.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much. Broadly, you have informed you are into the backup and IT asset solutions. BMC is
Yes.
one of the solutions that you are focusing on, which is an enterprise product. It goes mostly to the enterprise customers in your region, or maybe anywhere in the world, right? So that's great, Ryan. Thank you very much. Now we have been talking about all technologies, and we are talking about the email security solutions, cyber security solutions, the IT asset solutions, and everything. Let us hear something about the hardware part also. Nikit, you are there? Nikit, this is Nikit. You can take it ahead, because Nikit is one of. No, you must have all heard that a lot of manufacturing sectors are now shifting from China to India, and we have Nikit, who is a manufacturer for a lot of hardware solutions. So it is made in India. So Nikit, you can take it ahead.
Yep. Hi guys. I hope everybody is safe at their homes and their offices, and the business continuity is going smooth. Okay, so just to tell about us, I'm Nikit Rambia. I represent a company called Panas Digilife Limited. We are a public listed company in India, so you can say that, okay, we work with a good amount of transparencies for all our customers and suppliers there. We are primarily a device, you can say, design and manufacture company. Okay, where we engage into the requirements of the customers, and we design the products accordingly, and we manufacture at our facility. We got about 50,000 square feet of factory in India near Mumbai. Okay, the primary, the devices that we make come from the background, which are from IT and electronics. And in IT, we do products like mini PCs, commercial grade, industrial grade. Then we do all-in-ones. We do tablet computers. Then we do laptops, and we will also be starting the servers because we have been selected for the PLI scheme of India, that is Production Linked Incentive Scheme of by Indian government. So we are one of the participants there, and so we also have a good and great solutions for the entire education as a vertical. So the entire, you can say, the student requirement or the class requirement or the lab requirement or the complete state deployment of the IT hardware along with the content delivery mechanism is our strength area. Okay. We also get into the manufacturing of the large, you can say, interactive flat panel displays, which are the next generation whiteboards for the kids. We also manufacture devices for the retail side, the retail IoT, that is for the like the point of sale, self-service kiosks, then the POS or the, you can say, the barcode printers. We also tied up with one of the major manufacturers back there in Taiwan and China for sales and distribution of the label printers for India. So which will be rolling out in from the month of October though. Okay, and we have now started to put our one of the technology, you can say, bit into healthy living space as well by putting some technology into the drinking water that we do. So that's how it is. And I think, okay, so primarily we are the device company, and I think to deliver most of the solutions or services, I think devices are definitely critical. And being a part of that Make in India, I think we'll be growing very fast and coming times. I think the focus for the world is to be made in India. So, okay, we are working hard, need everybody's support, because it is only together that, okay, we can make that possible and deliver the right kind of devices to the world. Because what we believe is to make the right device at the affordable price, not just, make the device for, the generic devices and then overcharge customers. So that's it. That's it from my side. I think anything more that you want to know about me, maybe we can connect it offline or maybe one-to-one conversations, not to engage everybody. Yep.
Great,
Thanks,
Nikit.
team.
Great. Thank you, Nikit. That was nice. So any hardware, any product now which is so now Nikit is trying to make it in India. He's been in this industry for last so many years, maybe more than 15 years, 20 years. He has been making products. Now he has got the label from the Indian government that now you can go full-fledged and go and attack the global market. So I would request all my friends, international and national, to provide leads or partners wherever possible. If you have in your connect, he can be a good connect. He can even design as per the customer's requirement. That is his setup is that. Thank you very much, Nikit. Then we will now, since you have an hardware, you require an OS also. You have to have a software also. Otherwise, the hardware will not work. So let us go to Manish Tandon, who is the life of hardware. Manish, you can take it ahead.
Thanks, Rajiv. Thanks a lot. And it's really amazing session. This is the first time I'm attending such a wide range of people, right from Africa till Malaysia. So it's a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Manish Tandon, and I am in IT business since last 22 years. My company is a 19-year-old, and we are a classic Microsoft, Oracle, and other software partners. So we are expertise in licensing. So in case of your customers need a licensing consultancy, optimization of licensing, sometimes asset and inventory audits. So we can do that thing. As I mentioned, we are the Oracle partners. So we are one of the unique Oracle partners who can deal into the systems, Oracle technology, Oracle e-business suite, or in fact, Oracle Primavera. Primavera is the Oracle project management tool where we can do the consultancy of the project. We can sell the licenses, and as well as we can provide you the complete deployment of those licenses, including the end-to-end project delivery. So that is where I can see the lot of potential into the international markets because it's a unique solution, and the expertise are not too much available. So this is one area. Second thing, we are into the Microsoft O365, where we can do the migration of the mails. We can support you onto the mails. And one more thing, we do conduct the usage training. Okay, after the pandemic, a lot of educational institutes which is used to run the colleges or schools, and they have to run the schools online. So we have converted almost 100,000 seats of schools and colleges to the online version, and we take this as a turnkey project where we deploy it, we train the teachers, we deliver the solution, and completely hand holding till they are confident of managing themselves, in which we create a virtual environment for the complete classrooms and teams meetings, everything. So we do the teams trainings also for the corporate as well as for the education sector. And in terms of the licensing, we can sell the licensing in the country as well as across the globe.
Thank you, Manish. It was nice hearing you on the OS part and the software part, which is the lifeline of every hardware. Uh, let us go back to international mode. Jalamang, you are there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Jalamang.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I am Jalaman Jobate. I'm talking from the Gambia, West Africa.
Can't see you. Can we see you, please?
Yes, yes.
The company is Nifty ICT Solutions Limited, and we've been in business for the past 11 years or so. Our main focus of operations are we sell hardware, so it's good to know the guy manufacturing devices, etc. We also develop custom software. That is to say, we develop custom software based on the customer's needs, and our areas of development are generally Microsoft and Oracle. Apart from that, we sell equipment. We also have a support service department that set up infrastructure like networks, etc., and support them. So in that area, areas like cybersecurity is becoming very interesting for us because of all the threats that we have around the world with the technologies. So in addition to all of those things, we also have a training department that trains customers ranging from people who are new to computers all the way to professional training. And the logic behind the training is that hopefully if you are doing training, you are going to create an IT literate world. Once you have a literate world, then you can hopefully do other businesses in. So that's the main focus why we are a bit into training. Yeah, basically that is it. And we are open to working with partners, both local and internationally. As a matter of fact, we are Oracle partner, we are Microsoft partner, and partner to a few international brands. So thank you, Rajiv, for putting this group together. I think it's a very brilliant idea. Hopefully together we can partner and then do more. Thank you very much. Good talking to all of you. Grateful to be part of it.
Thank you, Jalamang. It was nice, and it's a nice gesture of from your side. Also, I think I should highlight that you were part of bank also. You were there heading the IT in some banks also, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, we did in our part of the world. There's this application that commercial banks use to report to the central bank, and we were part of the project together with actually an Indian company from Bangalore.
Okay, Bangalore.
Yeah, and one company from Swiss. In this project, we supplied the Oracle database and implemented it, and the company in Swiss supplied the servers. Okay. Then the Indian company did the application. So we rolled the project in the Gambia, we did it in Sierra Leone, we did it in Liberia, and it's been very, very successful actually.
Wow.
In addition to that, of course, we have some few little things that we've done with some banks here and there. We also did Microsoft 365 for the Central Bank of the Gambia, yes, and a couple of other local banks.
Yes. So basically, banks is a forte for you. A lot of bank projects you do. So that's great. I have been hearing from you for banks. Unluckily, like we couldn't actually tie up for bank projects that you had earlier indicated. But surely we will get an opportunity to work together in banks also.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, keep fingers crossed.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jalamang. Thank you. So now, since we now have the hardware, the software, cybersecurity, ERP, and a lot of solutions, let us hear something about the security of the physical security. Kevin, you are there?
Yes, I'm here.
So Kevin, it is now your platform because now we would like to know how we'll secure through the CCTV cameras and everything.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rajiv, for organizing this meeting. And also thank you, Alex, for pulling me into this meeting as well. So hi, good morning, good evening, and also good afternoon to all the partners. My name is Kevin Slow from Malaysia. We actually are specialized in surveillance security system, where we are specialized in CCTV, face scan, thermal access system. As you know, nowadays, most of the surveillance devices are IP-based. So actually our USP is not only on the hardware support, but also we are also now making use of a big data IoT to make our surveillance proactive and become intelligent. Okay. For example, we have this face scan recognition where we can link up all the cameras and wherever you appear in any corner, now it's in any corner of the city or later part maybe in any corner of the country or even in the world, you will be detected and then people will know where you are. Okay, then of course we have also all those object behavior detection. For example, if let's say we put in a gun detection module, if someone try to pull a gun or an action of pulling a gun, the security side will be alerted. This is how AI works for surveillance nowadays. So actually the other product of us is on the energy storage where it can link up and connect with the solar or generator or direct electricity to prevent the system from not working, because as you know, all the security systems are very important to be operated 24 hours. So today I would like to look for a collaboration with our referral partners who will need the surveillance, of course, in terms of hardware surveillance product supplies. If let's say you do have any inquiries, please feel free to let me know. I'm also looking to collaborate with referral who would like to provide a smart city, a smart building concept solutions, so we can work together and I can give some advice on that, on how we can cooperate on that. So our tagline is advanced creative eyes that never sleep. We are operating 24/7. Thank you very much.
Wow. Wow, Kevin, that was an energetic presentation. But we couldn't see you. That was the only thing.
Oh, is it? You can't see me?
No, no, the camera is not working because I thought maybe you are giving a demo of your CCTV.
Oh no, I thought I turned on the video.
No,
You can't
no,
see me.
no, no. I couldn't see. We couldn't see actually.
I waved the hand
So,
also.
yeah, yeah. Now we can see. Now the CCTV is proper.
Okay.
It shows quality.
So
Now
sorry about that.
It was very
no problem.
energetic.
Yeah. So now we have heard about hardware, software, lot of niche solutions. Okay. Now what do we do if we have so many solutions? How do we? Who is the driving factor? Who will do everything together? So we have one person called Timir. Timir, you are there? Timir, you are there? Timir. Okay. I think Timir is not picking up. So basically, Timir is into projects. So basically, all the hardware, software he combines, and he handles projects for a lot of companies around. So once if Timir comes back, then we will see if we can do it. So I think, did I miss anybody apart from Timir? I think all of us got an opportunity to speak out, at least our brief introduction. As I told you, this is just a brief introduction. You can always connect after this or for a detailed meeting where if you see an opportunity to do some business. Also help each other if possible in your region to identify some connects to each other. That can also be a possibility. I would now take it to the next round is basically if anybody has identified any collaboration possibility or anything, they can just highlight that, okay, I want to connect with maybe Ryan and Jalamang. So then I can say, okay, I would like to connect with Ryan and Jalamang. Same way Ryan can say, okay, these are the two uh, solutions or partners that we can discuss. So I will go ahead with maybe Manish Kamdar.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, Manish. So either you can say that okay, you want to connect with 2 or 3% over here, or you can highlight maybe one more USP or feature of yours so that people more understand about yours.
I will connect with them. Shijas, maybe, in Saudi Arabia, there is a need for a lot of robotic process automations. Maybe if that is an area of interest, we could collaborate on that. RPA, both on automation anywhere as well as UiPath. So if that is an area of interest, I will drop a mail so we can look at that. And Kevin, maybe since you are into surveillance, maybe we can look at the healthcare products. I will drop a mail.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and Samuel in particular, I'm interested in what you do on the document management side because you have partnered with Sharp. So I'll connect with you later on. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So we will take it. Ren, you have the second round. You want to connect? I think Ren is on call. Or you have Samuel. You have any? Uh, Ren, you are back.
Okay. I think I
Samuel,
would love to connect. Yeah, can you hear me?
pardon?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I think Jalaman, I'm sorry
Okay.
if I had to murder the name,
Mhm.
said he works with Gambia. He works in Gambia and some other countries in Africa. I wouldn't know if we can just collaborate because our intention is actually to spread our tentacles in all these African countries to implement accounting software for them. I've had experience when I was in Sage. I sold to Gambia. There is this NGO in Gambia that I also sold to. Then I've also sold to somewhere in Sierra Leone and all that. So I believe they are great countries for our own businesses. So if I can have that collaboration or possibly partnership to enter.
Okay. So Jalamang is something somebody you want to get connected. Apart from that, I'll share the profile, and then if you want to get connected, you can do that.
Okay.
Ryan, you want to Ryan?
Yes, I'd like to connect with Gambia, our colleague in Gambia. I've got some business transactions that we potentially busy with at the moment with regards to service desk implementations. And the service desk sales. It's at the very beginning stages, so it might very well be worthwhile for us to have a meeting offline and just discuss things, because to collaborate with you and you be the partner in the country would be very beneficial for us.
Okay. Great, Ryan.
All right.
Uh, yeah.
Thanks for the interest. I'm actually open to all of those things.
That's great.
Awesome. Yeah, let's do that, because we know from working from South Africa, we've had problems in the past to be able to collaborate with people in Gambia. So this would be the ideal way to move forward.
That's great.
Go ahead.
Great.
Okay. Fantastic.
So,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shijas?
Yeah. So yes, once again, thank you, Rajiv, for bringing all these techie brainies together. That's really interesting. And yeah, I would be interested in definitely we are in a GCC. There is a huge transformation is happening when it comes to cloud. It shows it's interesting that Mr. Manish Tanton is doing a lot of cloud related and plus Oracle related activities. And then we have the mobile apps and analytics, especially on the SharePoint platforms. I see a lot of buzz happening around. So Atul would be yes, and Ryan for his surveillance systems. Yeah. So those are like definitely all the profiles are interesting, and Rajiv, with the ASPL, especially for the ISO 27001 and IT managed services, is something that after the COVID situation, we see a lot of interest in, and yeah, we'll be in touch. And who else as Mr. Manish mentioned, yes, like especially on the RPAs and document management systems and all, time to time comes up, queue management solutions and all. Yes, we can look at all these areas of collaboration. And, wherever we could help, we have a huge pool of again around 150 employees with various expertise. Um, so it would be good time to time keep in touch. Probably we can have similar sessions, and depending on the expertise area or the subject matter expertise, we could probably do a presentation on technologies for people to educate each other and get connected. Because we human being, we go with the flow, and we might forget what we did it. So
Great. Great, Shijas. Yeah. So what we will do is Shijas, we will keep sharing the profile, and now it may happen that there may be some opportunities coming on the way, and we
yeah,
can now hook on to that. We don't have to leave that opportunity. Nitya, you want to share something?
thank you.
Yeah, hi. So collaboration, what I ask is anyone in the audience who would want any help in terms of the cybersecurity implementations, designing, and all that. I do see Sijaz operating in the GCC region. We've done a lot of projects there, so probably we can collaborate in whichever product lines you would want our expertise, or because we are professional partners for Symantec, McAfee, FireEye, Forcepoint, a lot of them. In case you would require any help or any collaboration, we would be very happy to help. There was another gentleman from Rana Computers. I guess he's not joined in.
Yeah,
He
he is
has.
not joined. Yeah.
Yeah, so he had specifically asked for some cybersecurity help. So
Yeah.
of course, yes. And in South Africa, if Ryan requires our help any time in any of their projects for cybersecurity. So when I mean collaboration, that could be two ways to do it. One is, you're not geographically present in a particular region. That's why collaboration can happen. Second thing is you don't have the skill sets. Probably you've got a very good relation with the client, and you are dealing only in Microsoft, and the client has a requirement for cybersecurity or things like that. So we can always help you get that client with our expertise. And the third way of collaborating could be that you probably have a good connect at the CIO, CISO levels, okay, but you are not probably there in that particular area. So we can collaborate with you because we have all the expertise, whatever is required for cybersecurity. And the next 5-10 years, I guess cybersecurity is going to be a very high topic. And like she just mentioned, a lot of the cloud security part. We are one of the top partners in India for data security as such. So when we talk about DLP, DFA, data classification, CASB. We are one of the topmost in India for that, the complete integration of all this technology. So we could help you there also. Please let us know. We'll be happy to help. Thank you.
Great, Nitya. I am sure we are taking this association to a long way. So Sanjay, you are there?
Hello. Yeah, I'm there.
Sanjay, you want to add anything?
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much everybody for putting all these efforts. And yeah, I'm near future, say maybe this year end or before that, I am planning to expand in UAE and all. So UAE plus maybe Malaysia. So I'll just definitely connect with you guys and send you the details about what my product is in detail, and then we can see how we can collaborate and work together. And definitely other markets whenever I'm planning to that in near future. Thank you.
Perfect. Harish?
Yeah, hi everyone again. Firstly, to begin with, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my product details sent across to everyone. And because this is too short for one to actually understand how well we can help each other.
Right.
Secondly, basically, I have my own product. So when I talk about a product, I'm looking at expanding in any geography. So I'm not in any of the space where solution that we are talking about. The other thing that I want to let people know about this is you can research on this. There's a huge demand going in for HR and people software. The reason being is with COVID coming in, it's getting replaced by a lot of desktop-based softwares. So the initially time when HR was like desktop-based software, or people would have different softwares, like 3 or 4 different softwares running for different applications or things that they got to do in HR. Our USP comes in is we have a one single integrated platform, and we have a roadmap. When I said HR and employee productivity, so it's taking forward from your HR requirements to going forward to other things. We are also open to integrating our HR with the local payroll systems out there in those specific countries. So since we are seeing a trust, a lot of companies, since this work from home is always going to be a scenario which is going to be working, people want to monitor a lot of things. And there are a lot of things in our roadmap of employee engagement and stuff, so that will always be helpful. So I'll begin with that, sending across and then connecting and then taking things forward from there on that. Also, I just want to add, there are a lot of things coming from African region, like South Africa, Tanzania, and all. A lot of inquiries that come in through Indian partners asking for HR. The first step is, I think the government over there has started, initiated by taking softwares over there. So we were working with a couple of them, and they were expecting local presence to be there and stuff. So we were asking them, but they were consultants back in India out here who are also traveling on business and giving consultancy to people, or maybe helping some companies. So this is one niche maybe which is quite open. So that's how I will start connecting, and I'll keep updating people everything with the newer things that we are doing and what the market trend is going, which can keep them either their network or they themselves can have their customers also to be doing that.
Wow, Harish. Wow. So basically, Harish is basically a complete process driven company. 9001, 27001. So data security is also built in, processes, SOP, everything is there in his company. Second thing is what we have seen is sometimes what happens is even if it is not in our portfolio, like we are basically into cybersecurity, but if I refer Kevin to my customer and if he does a good job, or suppose there is a requirement for an HR service and Harish does a good job, it's a benefit for us also. We are not from that segment, but the customer is happy because of Harish, and our business automatically grows out. So that point of view also, if everybody can keep in mind. So even if we are not into that sector, but if suppose Nikit's hardware goes over there and they save a lot of money, your customer saves a lot of money, or they get a new design of an hardware, or they get an HR properly implemented, I think that also adds value to us, and we all can grow in that fashion also. So that's great from Harish side also. Uh, I think I have met Nikit. Nikit, you are there? Nikit was traveling to see a minister, so I don't know whether he is still available or have I missed? Okay, Manish Tandon.
Yep.
Manish is there?
Hello. Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I am very much here.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
आ जाऊंगा तुमको छोड़ के. I'll not go anywhere. Okay, so guys, I can see a lot of opportunity the way she has mentioned about the Oracle front. So the infrastructure which is growing in all geography, whether it's Africa, India, or probably into the Southeast Asia. So that is something, and Primavera is a de facto tool to manage all the projects. And I have seen personally in most of the organization, they buy the Primavera, but unfortunately they don't use it properly. They use it just like a one reporting tool where they submit the reports only. So one good area where we can see, we have certified trainers for Primavera. And in case any of your clients who are using Primavera and they want to have a deployment or a training, a user level training or a admin level training, we can look into that. We have expertise to connect the Primavera to various applications, whether it's a SAP or Oracle ERP or any other legacy systems, or deploying and implementing it properly to the project wise or a company wide deployment. We can look into that particular area. That is one of the area where it's lot of opportunity across I can see. And apart from that, there are Oracle is having engineer system, which is a hyper converged systems, And the supply of these systems can be taken care of the various partners like Jalamang or Shiaz or anybody else onto the local level. But in case if you are looking forward for the deployment of these systems, so we have engineers over here at our disposal, and we can do a remote deployment and the configuration of these systems. So this is a specialized areas where we can look into that. And one more thing, a licensing audit. So a lot of these companies always probably ISO audit comes in, so they also ask for the compliance thing. Okay, like whatever the software you're using, or are you compliant on that or not? So we can do a compliance audit of the software, and vis-a-vis we can give you the gap analysis. Okay, if the software whatever you have bought is you are compliant according to that or not. And plus, the last but not least, the way we are using Teams. A lot of people have bought the Teams, they are trying to use it, but they are not 100% using the features. So we conduct 2-3 hours training for the usage level of the Teams, Microsoft Teams. So we can look into that and provide the trainings to your client. It
Great,
could be
Manish.
education and it could be a commercial. So see, please understand, Teams is different for education and commercial.
Great. Manish, so thank you very much. So we will have 2 minutes only. So because as promised, we will end in time. So Alex, you have something to add over here. Alex, I think it was a good session for you. Alex, you are there because he has
Yeah.
to leave for the second vaccination. So we have to
Yeah.
also move on. Yeah, Alex.
So far, I think I nothing to add on, but I think I can learn something stuff because I believe that just now the initiative because he have shared about the he is in profession on the McAfee and the Symantec, so maybe I can learn something from him. Then maybe just now Devons have talked about the ransomware security. I believe that in the computer IT, most of the things that we face is a security issue. So maybe we can share from each other about the technology skill or the security issue, how to do the protection better, and then to see how can explore or collaboration each other. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect, perfect, Alex. That is the point that we have to learn from each other and grow. Kevin, you are there?
Yes, I'm here. Hopefully
Yeah,
you all
so
can
you
see
want
me.
to
I still
add?
see my video. I'm not so
Pardon?
sure whether you
Yeah,
can see me
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think of course the first one I would like to connect is the Samuel because like I mentioned when we start the meeting, I just have a inquiry from Africa, so I definitely need his help.
That's
Then
great.
thank you again, Rajiv. I believe we sure have a lot of collaboration we can be do. Okay, although I'm into the surveillance system, but as mentioned earlier, because now surveillance is more onto the IP base already. So in future, there's definitely a lot of things can be linked to the IT and the cyber
Yeah,
security.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Kevin, you don't have to think that okay, CCTV is not related. It is also part of IT. Just
Yes.
to give you an example, I have an partner who is providing CCTV and their entire switch and Wi-Fi and ISP. I am monitoring remotely. So they had huge implementation of CCTV, which is connected to the switch, and that switch I am monitoring 24/7 to see if the ISP is gone or not. No? So basically, it's a CCTV partner, but we have collaborated to do a 24/7 monitoring of the IT switches and software that
Yes,
is included.
definitely,
Okay.
definitely. Thank you very
So,
much.
so that is there. So
Yeah.
every industry is important. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Atul, you want to add something?
Yeah, thanks, Rajiv. First of all, for organizing this fantastic meeting. And Sijas, I'll connect to you. Let's plan to have a one-to-one meeting as soon as possible. And I would like to also have one-to-one with all the overseas participants here to see how we can collaborate. So that's
Very,
where we are.
very true.
Surely.
Thanks.
So Ren, I
Yes, listen, let's start with a huge thank you because I think a venture like this should have really started a long time ago. So, Rohit, hats off to you for putting it all together. I second the idea of doing one-to-ones with everybody because things that come to mind with my side of it already is in South Africa, there's a dearth of production resources with regards to IT. So we need to talk about what's happening in India with regards to manufacturing, and see how we can collaborate on our side, on this side, because there's always a shortage of tool sets and IT equipment per se. So I think we definitely need to talk and go and do a deep dive into what we can do and how we can do it in that arena, because the resources are here, but we don't always have the expertise. So I think that's a value. And the other thing I wanted to add is the group that we have here together is diverse, and it touches on so many different segments of IT that I think this should be the start of something huge that is moving forward. So let's put our heads together. Let's see how we can make it work, not only on the collaboration front, but also on the front of a force to become reckoned with, so that we stand out as a group that people eventually will sit up and take note of.
Perfect, Ram. Just perfect, Ram. So that is what our roadmap is. We have initiated something. I think Jalamang, you want to add something because your hand is up. So
yeah,
Jalamang,
I wanted to ask: is anybody into payment systems? For example, in the Gambia, online payment is still actually not happening. I mean, we can pay a lot of people outside, but within the country, paying for services or goods within the country is not that feasible.
So what you are saying is a payment process or like PayPal or something, a payment.
No, not PayPal, but I mean, like for example, I want to sell something in the Gambia, for example, and somebody can go to my site and choose and pay to a local bank here.
Okay.
I mean, digital payments, just like we can pay outside.
So what we can do is, Jalamang, is I will share this. You can share this in the group, this question, and we will also find out from India if we have some partners who can work on that. Okay, or in the same way, any other partner around the world that we have in our connect, and then we can touch base with you. Right. So same way, if anybody has some international query or anything, you can put in this group. And maybe if we have a solution over here, we can share it with you. Maybe Shilaj may have a solution he can share, or Samuel may have a solution, and we can share if possible between each other. Yeah.
Okay. So, Jalaman, just wanted to ask you, is it an integration of a payment gateway on your website?
Yeah, but yeah, something like that. But not just if you integrate on my website, but the banks cannot accept the payment here, then that doesn't work, isn't it?
Okay, so
it's actually have a platform where, for example, because here the local some bank has to be part of the discussion. These are things that we want to do, but the banking sector doesn't readily cater for this. And at policy level is becoming very urgent because we are all aware of e-commerce and digital money payments and all of those things. So those have been stalled because we don't quite have the infrastructure in place. Infrastructure in the sense that we don't have banks, for example, that can accept payments from different people online.
Understood.
Yeah. But I mean, people belonging to one bank, for example, is possible.
Jalamang, this Trust Bank doesn't have a facility?
No, they don't. They don't.
Okay.
Well, I have to verify with them, but as far as I know, they don't.
So as you know, I handle the Trust Bank from India. I will try to connect with some of the officials in Trust Bank. If you feel that is okay, then I will try to find out from my connects in Gambia.
Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. Can we have a discussion, me, you, and somebody at the bank, so that even if you are away, it'll be easy for me to work, because I must confess here, the Trust Bank is a closed environment. I mean, it's not that easy to get in there.
No, it's very tough. Yeah, it's very tough.
Yeah. So if we are in a conversation, even if you are not there, if I talk on your behalf, they understand that we're all talking about the same thing.
Surely.
Because
so I will find out.
The
I will
business sense,
find
they
out.
don't get it. But for me, any bank that can implement that and have payments from other banks, you definitely improve your customer base, and so many things are possible.
Yeah. The e-commerce, the business itself picks up. I
Exactly.
think Sharath, you have something to add? Your hand is up.
Yeah, Rajiv, I just wanted to add the closing from my point also.
Yes.
So for us, we would like to work with anyone who is working in the domain of email, security, backup, and perhaps cloud. It's a broad spectrum, but they all cater to the same audience. And from the people on the group, I think Alex mentioned Microsoft 365. Shijaz mentioned a large amount of focus on ICT and security, cloud migration, etc. Ryan talked about a number of things, including backups, which involved data integrity, no corruption, protection against ransomware. And I think last but not least, Samuel also talked about Microsoft 365. So just like Harish, because we run our own product, I would like to perhaps send out a small introduction message to everybody. And then if it looks as if it's interesting, I would be really happy to see how we could work together. I believe that there is a great opportunity, and I would definitely be enthusiastic to explore this. And otherwise, thank you everybody for being here. Rajiv, special thanks go out to you.
Anytime, Sharath. So team Ryan and all the international players, Sharad has their own product, or no, uh, who else? Nikit has their own product. Harish has their own product. Na? Sanjay has their own product. So it is all their own product. So basically, they have invested a lot of time, money. They have their support team and everything. And it's a good product which has been working in India for many years and some of the international market. So if there is a business opportunity, please look on into that. And maybe something will surely be good for you also, as well as for all of them. That is the only thing as of now I have to. There's Nitya also. If you have any brand like Norton, Mefec, Semantic, or anything, and if you are stuck somewhere, Nitya is always there to help. He has a very good hold. 27 years in this industry is a big time, and he has a very good hold with all these brands, and he can actually manage the backend, the implementation, the training, or, no, or maybe sometimes the price. If you are not getting, he can just chip in, and you can pick up the order. He can be the backend. Yeah. So I
Absolutely.
think
Thank you so much, Raj.
our time is up. I'm very sorry that I'm late by 5 minutes, but I think it is worth the time. And without further ado, and thank you all for your time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and uh, do
Rajiv, I
business,
think
grow,
Ryan had something to
keep
say.
Okay,
doing
thank you
business.
very much.
Ryan has raised the hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yes, Sharad, we must connect because I think there's definitely a collaboration between the two of us. Yeah.
Wonderful. Sounds wonderful. We will.
No, we must do that.
Great.
Just make sure we've got connections. I'll look for your contacts in the details that we were sent.
Yeah, it is there. It is there in
Sure.
the profile. Even Manish Kamdar, he is being in the medical industry. If there is any hospital projects or anything, he is the document man. Na? He has digitized a lot of document projects. You can see he doesn't have much hair also. So from there itself, we can come to know how much experience he has
And
to be on
listen,
the
I'm
light
running a
side.
close second in that regard, so don't worry about it.
So every
Okay.
project he does, he lose one hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm counting the few that I got left. So let's go.
Yes, sounds good. Interesting.
Right? Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and see and grow your business
Thank
and
you.
stay safe,
Bye,
stay
everyone.
healthy,
Thank you.
and stay
Thank
connected.
you. Bye. Thanks.
Bye. See you.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Rajiv, for everything.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
My pleasure. My pleasure. All of you.
Impressive. I think this was absolutely impressive. Well, very, very well done.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you,
No,
Mani.
no, we must keep this going. I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, surely everybody has their niche, setup and solutions are there. Everybody can each other. Okay, Ryan.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
You have a great time.
You too. And oh, good evening or good night.
Good. No, it's good evening for me now. Malaysia is
Yeah,
good
yeah,
night.
for sure. Keep well, eh?
Yeah.
Nice speaking to you again.
Bye.
Okay
Same
then.
over.
Bye.
Bye. See you.